Hi y'all, this is Paula. I'm sure some of you have seen me fussing on Facebook about the lack of flour in the stores. So today I went to the store and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make my own flour and I'm going to show you how. We got wheat berries and this is what they look like when they come out of the store. We got these at Natural Grocers. You can get them at any health food store. This little bag is a 2-pound bag and it costs, I think, $1.29. So, let me show you how this is done. I'm just going to take 1/4 cup of these berries and put them into my NutriBullet. It's a Magic Bullet, which is just a personal blender. I think it costs like $40. And I've watched some videos on this, and everyone that I have seen suggests a blender that is at least 1200 watts. This is only a 600 watt, but it does work. The advantage to this, it was under $40. The disadvantage is it is a little bit slower. But those 1200 watt blenders cost anywhere from $100 to $600. So I'm going to stick with my $40 and see how it comes out. So again, this is 1/4 cup of wheat berries. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, so that was just a few seconds. And let's see what it looks like. So as you can tell, it's a little bit more granular and looks similar to cornmeal. So we're going to do this again for a few more seconds and see how, I'll show you how it gets finer as time goes on. You can tell when it's blending, you can't hear me over the blender, but you can tell as it gets finer, it shoots up to the top a little bit more rather than stays down at the bottom. And now it's getting a little bit finer. Right now it's about the consistency of almond flour, if you're familiar with that, which is still a little bit too grainy for my liking if you're going for an all-purpose flour consistency. So this is still a little bit too granular for me, and plus with this being a smaller blender, it helps to check it more frequently because you don't want it to overheat because it doesn't have the wattage that you really need. So we're going to continue to do this until we have the consistency that we want. So we're getting a little bit finer and finer with each blend. You can start to see where up against the edges right there, it's really starting to become more like powder, like your regular all-purpose flour. Okay, so we're going to do one more blend and then we should be at the consistency that I want. Okay, so you can see how it sticks to the sides. That's a pretty good indication that it is powdery, like your regular all-purpose flour that you buy in a bag. Here you can see, I don't know if the camera can capture it, but it is pretty powdery, just like regular flour. The color is off because it's not bleached, which I happen to like. Another thing that I like is that there are no additives, no preservatives or anything else like that. That also means that it's not going to be as shelf stable, and so it won't last as long as a bag of flour, bleached flour that you get in the store. But I'm only doing this as I need it. So this 1/4 cup made roughly 1/2 cup. And if I need more, I can blend more, and then as I need it, whatever is left over, I'll put it in a Ziploc bag and probably just put it in my freezer or refrigerator or even on the shelf, and it'll be fine for a couple of weeks. In the freezer, it should last for quite some time. So anyway, now you know you can do this at home with your typical blender. This again is a 600 watt, and it took, what, less than 5 minutes. So there you go.